Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Commander.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean art?
Very little. Decoding them will require us...
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helps sort through
It was
all
a
the...
pleasure to be of assistance.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical...
What's been happening with you as the broker?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto it. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging it.
We'll talk later, Leon.
Of course. Hello again, Shepard.
What have you been up to since...
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, the Protheans were the only ones with I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Leon.
Of course.
Shepard, was starting to think you forgot my favorite hangout.
Sorry. Busy.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt it. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
There was a boy back on Earth. Couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. Somehow, I'm still alive.
Being right about the Reapers has never felt much like a victory, has it?
We both knew this fight would be tough. Damn.
At least my government listened to me. Or pretended to. They finally gave me a task force as a...
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what... Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as... We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, a certain Turian friend of yours isn't sleeping any better, and he'd be more than happy to meet you at the bar and drink you under the table. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitude. What about you? Any word from...
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard.
I'm sure she's...
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up to.
I know it looks bad now, but I think it's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging.
After what's happened to Palaven,
I didn't say there would. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, in this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you...
After what happened to you, the Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something.
He used to work for CSEC, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base. I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy, meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer, but my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at CSEC, but if the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them, and he saw what we always knew.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. And if he did try, well...
That's all for now, Garrus. It's damn good to have you back.
Wouldn't miss this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape. Maybe later.
Commander,